What's going on? Move the Mouse here, back in City Skylines. Let's play Season 5, Episode number 2, The Town of Winterfell. We're going to try and keep it a town this time. We're going to try and keep things pretty small. If you missed the last episode, we're going to try and build in these little pockets of trees where the clearings are. Kind of create some separate small town feels without going too crazy overboard. And first thing we need to address this episode is our power situation, because we have been bumping up our budget, but we don't have enough. So now we're going to have way too much for a little bit in the form of a second coal power plant. Let's go ahead and bring up info views. We're producing almost twice as much, so we should be able to knock it down to 75%, hopefully. Be close. We'll see. See how close that gets us. Actually, that's pretty good. Can't quite go to half. Let's try 65. See where that puts us. We don't want to have to micromanage it too much, but we want to save some money. Yeah, that was too much. Economy, policies, 72 is a good number. I like 72. So let's do this. Let's throw her on 3 times speed. Let's get some water out. Fix some of these little patches that we've been missing on. And let's start zoning a little area over this way. We're going to stick with the gravel roads because they're nice and cheap. Oh, is that a bear? That is not good. Running around our downtown area. Little grizzly bear. Let's see here. I don't want to overlap too much zoning, so I'm going to come out to about there. We'll do a little cut through right here. Let's pause it. Let's bring up zoning. Let's fix some of that zoning before anybody moves in. Now we should check where we were at school-wise. Healthcare, all that we can get a look at. Let's not do that one. Some funny zoning here on this curved street. Residential is still our biggest demand, so we're going to meet that first. We're not zoning this little town square off. Let's go ahead and throw her on 3 times speed again. See some people move in, and while that's happening, we will continue our sloppy water network over this way. As we'll cover the other half of this street. What's not covered over here? That little bit. Probably wouldn't have complained. Sorry about the mess of the pipes. This one's not about having a nice clean grid, even underground. This is all about small town feel. So, oh, we haven't extended our power up here yet. I thought these were going to move in a little faster. Fortunately, they're not. So we'll just extend it the old-fashioned way. May as well look at our pipes too while we're over here. Get that covered. I think. Did we unlock our first area already? We did. And I think that one's a no-brainer. So we're going to do that one. We're going to get some farming started up here. Hopefully this episode. Next milestone we're trying to hit is at 1,300. That'll let us get park areas, landscaping, the paths for the parks, fire pit park. That's right, we have some unique buildings that are specific to Snowfall. Let's look at our budget here for a minute. We haven't touched our water budget yet. And we're getting into the yellow there. So let's crank this up to 70%. See what that does for us. Keep going to the wrong pop-up today, I'm not sure why. Plenty of capacity there. So that has us covered for a bit. Maybe we can start to think about what we want to do with our roads up here. Now I'm going to intersect with the train tracks just because I want to come off at a nice parallel angle to it. I'm basically just going to run a gravel road, this entire length here. We'll figure out how to connect it in just after. Still having power problems down here on the edge of the grid, huh? Info views, electric. Right, 85. See where that gets us. Should do the trick. So let's figure out a little farming area here. We're going to try and keep these industrial areas relatively small for the most part, so they hopefully shouldn't need to support too much traffic. And we want to zone these out as much as possible, so let's come in 10 units on either side, and then we'll connect these up. And resource-wise, it looks like it's got pretty good coverage. It's a little spotty here or there. All right, we hit our 1,300 milestone. Let's pause it. We'll come back and think about that in a minute. I just want to look at the resources here for a quick second. That is pollution. That is resources. We've got some pretty good farmland here. Let's kind of work with that. And we'll come up to like that spot. Where is it a little thicker over here? Kind of like that. So a little bit of gridding, but now let's get some freeform roads in here. We kind of want to follow this way up here. And we'll just snake some loose roads up here. Maybe something like that. One more will come up through here, maybe. That could work. Now we've got to figure out how to connect it in over here, though. So let's see when we unlock highways. I don't think that's for another couple of milestones, unfortunately. Is it the 8,000? 7,000 on this map, right? Highways? Where is it? Okay, 4,400. That's not too bad. We can get there. So for right now, let's do a straight road. Come up and over the train tracks and then right back down. Nope, I take it back. We're gonna go over the highway too. So this is going to be a terrible point of congestion. It's also going to bring a lot of traffic into this center area, but we are going to eventually disconnect that all, get a train station over here. This is going to be a temporary problem right now. We'll go over to our district painting brush. We will cover all of this so that we can do farming specialization. Good enough. And for the name, I think we're going to go with Yellow Snow Farms. Just because. There we go. So now we can switch it over to farming specialization. And let's get some industry in here. We'll just do this first block for now. I guess we could do up here too. We'll start watering it, and this will be a bit of a grid. May as well. Let's get all that covered. We'll get it connected into the other water system. Then we can figure out how to get some power up there. Looks like the shortest route is going to be right over the highway, right where this road came from. And this might move in a little slow, unfortunately. You know what? Let's kind of force it. Let's force it to move in where we want it to, which is next to that power. So 3 times speed. We have no demand right now for industrial, at least. We do have some demand for residential, so let's keep on that. We're just kind of keeping these loose. Nothing too tight down here. We don't want too many intersections either, though, so we're about right in between these two. Somewhere over there. And then maybe we connect one through here. Again, nothing too rigid. This is going to be all residential focused. I think that's actually pretty good because we can start to fill some of this in with trees. Like I said, we'll use these trees as kind of a natural barrier, but it doesn't mean we have to fill the space. We could sort of artificially pad that by bringing the trees in a little closer. So let's get this zoned off for residential because that's what we need the most right now. That is a really silly house on that lot. We'll need to water this too. Let's see if we can figure out a good spot for schools too next. I know I think I said I wanted to do that, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be a little light on school coverage at this point. Certainly on the elementary side of things. So we're actually doing pretty good. Coverage, I should say capacity-wise, not necessarily coverage-wise. See, what's a kind of a good main avenue to throw this off of? It's kind of right here. Wouldn't be bad. Everybody's happy. Should be relatively in the green. We do need to finish watering over here. We're gonna follow this outer bend of the roads. Then we can pick up and fill in any gaps that we need to. And for the OCD out there, I apologize. These pipes are not pretty, but just pretend they're not there. I really don't see the point in gridding everything off if we're just gonna get really loose with the roads. So let's see. Maybe we have... So we've got this commercial area downtown. We're going to do some, I think, high-density residential, but we'll do the high-rise ban. Of course, European buildings, so they'll be on the smaller side. This might be kind of cool to have a little commercial shopping block right here. Maybe. Like that, and maybe even the businesses on the other side of the street here can all be commercial. Still mostly residential demand that we need to worry about, so we'll make sure this is all covered well. I'm not going to zone there because this is going to be a one... Kind of funny how it sits on the road. That's a little bit better. Do that one. I guess that'll work. We'll do all that. We have some commercial demand creeping up, so hopefully that block over here will start to fill in. And I think, did we unlock? I think we did. Did we unlock? Let's pause. The high school at the last milestone? So let's see. We've got some new snow buildings we've got to throw in there. We unlocked the parks. I should get going on that. New buildings. Lots of them under the leisure tab. High school. Yeah. Let's get a high school in there, and then we can worry about the other decorative bits after. Well, high school's 24,000. Man. Maybe let's not worry about that yet. What's left on this? Payment left 10,000, so we can get a little bit of money back by doing that. 22,000. We are making money right now. Let's see what the complaint is up here. Just the end of a power line. Yeah, it's nothing to worry about. So with the little demand that we have right now, we're meeting that nicely with the residential. Do have enough money. Let's drop that school in before I get carried away on some other project. I think I want to slap it right here. Kind of opposite the town square. What will be the town square in just a moment. So we're going to paint a park area. And let's see. Let's give it a name. Call it Weirwood Park. Ooh, what's going on over here? A little police chase? Crime happening in Winterfell? This would just be a city park. Let's do the small main gate because we don't want to take up too much room here. Oh man, not enough money. We can't even make a park yet. That's crazy. Economy budget. Let's get electricity up to 100%. Before I invest in a park, I may need to invest in another power station here. When is our next milestone unlock? Is at 2,400. I wonder how these gravel roads are going to support traffic. I should look to see if we can do junctions at these, because at the very least we could stop this traffic on the side street. Man, does that get washed out in this view on Snowfall? That is bad. That is tough to see. A lot of pedestrians, it seems. We'll stop the traffic on all of these side streets, kind of let it flow down that main avenue. Until we get to the end, of course. We shouldn't need to stop there. Should be okay. Well, we have the intersection tool out. I guess we could do these last couple of spots. We'll worry about the other side of the bridge after. think that's okay. Then what do we do over here? We didn't finish this this corner over here. Keep the traffic flowing on that road. Yeah, I'm sorry this is so washed out on Snowfall. They should let you invert the color scheme here. This is certainly less than ideal. What's going to be supporting more traffic? Probably that way. Stop this road. Moose just hanging out. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. There we go. Okay, money-wise, coming in pretty slow. But it should start to explode on us. Hopefully we will get some industry demand going here. Nobody seems to want to do farming, which is unfortunate because we've got that industry zoning all set up. It's just not catching on. I hope we didn't run into a bug. I know that some people, it's happened to me in the past, which is why I actually didn't do much Snowfall, that you just kind of lose all demand for people moving in. I don't know why they wouldn't take these couple spots of industry. Let's see what happens if we zone over here. I have a feeling this is going to fill right up. Yeah, regular industry right away. Farming, not so much. I don't care about farming in the snow. Okay, let's pause real quick. Let's check our fire coverage. Ooh, that could be bad. So let's get one right here for fire. See if we can get a police station right next to it. We don't have enough money, but it looks like we can build it there. Fire department was already there, but they'll get there quicker from this location. So that's a good abrupt spot to break, specifically because this episode was running a little bit long, so I decided to split it into 2 parts. You'll be able to catch the next part of this build on Friday's episode. If you did enjoy this one, in the meantime, likes, comments, shares all help the channel a lot and are greatly appreciated. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, new handle by the way, link in the description down below. But until Friday, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.